Hey lovelies, it's Kate. Welcome back to another speed build. I hope you guys are ready for another tropical build. You know how obsessed I am with this pack, but when it was announced I was so hyped, and I'm still hyped, to be honest. I waited for the release at midnight. I started to build right away, as I said in my last speed build, and ever since I haven't really stopped building. Every free second I'm just building at the moment. I love it so much, and my first island living build was quite traditional, and it had the style that the pack is kind of going for, but this time I felt like building something modern. You guys know that I really love to build modern stuff, and I think that the modern kind of style is just perfect for a very fancy beach mansion. And as you can see here, I'm using the Get Famous Pristine Pedestal to create a couple of round shapes. At first I only wanted to add round shapes in the front, and then I kind of went crazy with the round shapes and I added more and more, as you will see, or you already saw the finished build in the beginning, so you know what I'm talking about. So I just added more and more. And if you want to do this yourself, I've made a tutorial about this, but I'm also going to quickly explain this for you. You simply activate the Move Objects cheat, and then you hold down Alt on your keyboard and you hold down your left mouse button, and when you move your mouse, a object is rotating, and you just create a round shape. You just rotate each object ever so slightly, so you kind of figure out a shape, and this is a bit tricky in the beginning. Practice makes perfect. You just kind of have to try how it works. You just have to create a couple of shapes and then you will kind of get the hang of it. And this object is just amazing. The Get Famous Pristine Pedestal. It's just a surface. It's supposed to be some type of small table. You could place something on top of it if you wanted to, but whenever I'm using it, I just use it for this kind of stuff. I don't know. I think I've never used it as some type of table. I think it's perfect. I love Planet Coaster, and in Planet Coaster you have these shapes, spheres and a cube and all that stuff, and you can create anything with it. Basically, of course, there are far more possibilities in Planet Coaster regarding these kind of things, but you can really create anything when you have shapes like this, and I feel like this very basic cube is just, it's perfect. There's so many things that you can do with it. And here I added a half circle in the front. For this you use one of the foundations that are round and that already have a fence attached to it. You make it one tile smaller on each side and then you just merge them together. And I used a little trick here that I have explained in my stilt tricks video. When you apply the new stilt foundation that was added in the free patch, in the base game patch, when you apply it to a foundation like this, a round foundation, there are no stilts underneath, so it looks like as if it's floating or just attached to the house, which is super cool. As I said, I just started with the round shapes in the front, and then I kind of kept going. So I attached the half circle in the front, and here I'm adding more of these. It was tedious, but it was amazing, and at this point the whole build is kind of slowly coming together. I wasn't really sure what this build would look like in the end, and I was just adding more and more, and I think one of the coolest features is the pool at the top of the build. It looks super fun. So far I'm super happy with this pack, but there's one thing that super annoys me, I have to admit, and this is something that is kind of an issue in any Sims 4 world, but it's extra annoying in Sulani. At least this is kind of how I have been feeling during the last days. So there are so many palm trees which are super beautiful, but they are right in front of the lot, and when you want to upload to the gallery or when you want to record something, they are always in the way. So you know the little clips that I always include in the beginning of my videos where I'm showing you the finished build? It was impossible for me to actually record this on this lot, so I had to do this on another lot just because of the palm trees. So in case you noticed, and in case you were wondering why I recorded this on another lot in the beginning, this is the reason why. Super annoying. I just wish we had an axe to chop them all off. And yeah, I added the pool at the top, which is super fun. There is going to be just a little room where the stairs are leading up, so the Sims can actually access the roof and they can just chill up there, and they can chill in the sun, and they can just get sunburned or get a tan. I think it's so cool that they included these options. And I added stairs in the front, and then I wanted to have another round section there, and this build isn't even that big. It's on a 40 by 30 lot, I really used almost the whole space, and it was a lot of fun building this, but it's not really that huge, and there are only 2 bedrooms and no kids' rooms. This is like kind of some type of bachelor house with a guest room, for example. Of course, you could just remodel it and anyone could move in, but this is like some type of stylish house for grown-ups. This is not a typical family home where I include tons of kids' rooms. This is a bit different, and it was really refreshing kind of to build it this way, and a lot of fun. And I'm going to attach a little deck on the back so Sims can hang out. And here I'm just adding more cubes on the edge of the stairs. I just kind of wanted to make it look cohesive, so I used them in a lot of different places. And here I'm building the room at the top that I mentioned, and I'm once again using the round foundation that already has a fence attached to it. I made it smaller on each side, and then I merged 4 of them together, and this way you can create a perfect circle. And I placed this circle on top of the room that I just built, and this room is just a staircase basically. The stairs are leading up there, so your Sims just have a way of accessing the roof if they want to. I feel like it's fun that this build has actually a kind of a roof terrace almost. A roof garden would have been fun as well, but I really wanted to keep it simple with the pool and then just the lounge chairs. Still so in love with the lounge chairs, so beautiful. And here I'm adding more round shapes in the front. This is just a flower bed, a beautiful fun round flower bed. It was a lot of fun building this. I mean, it is tedious, but at the same time, I said this before, it's just so chill and fun. I like to listen to something and then I'm just placing tons of cubes. And it's almost like meditation. I don't know, it's super relaxing. And I love these new flowers. Like, in this game, sometimes I wanted to create really, really lush, beautiful, colorful, happy flower beds. I wanted to create the impression of everything kind of being in bloom and so happy and friendly, and I could never get that right. But with these flowers, it's super easy to kind of create this style. These are perfect, not only for island themed builds, but for anything really. It's definitely my favorite pack. I never knew which pack is actually my favorite pack. I could never really kind of narrow it down, and maybe I'm just super hyped, but this is kind of right up my alley, and I love this pack so much, and I love all the stuff. And here I just placed a piece of foundation. I applied the new Stilt foundation, and only then I merged it together with the rest of the house, and this way I made sure that I only have stilts right underneath my little deck area and not around the whole house. And here I'm adding a couple of glass floor pieces. Also, public service announcement: in case you have an issue while building where your floor just kind of gets invisible, this bug is seemingly caused by these glass floors. So if you're encountering this problem, just delete the floor and then the glass floor, and then it should work fine. I'm pretty sure that they are going to fix this very soon in a patch. I mean, this pack has only been out for a couple of days, and it's super normal that we are kind of encountering all different kinds of bugs, and soon a patch is going to fix it all, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, if your floor is disappearing and invisible, just delete the glass floor. That is part of island living. When I was building this, a part of the floor was disappearing, and then it was visible again. I don't even think that you can see it in this recording because it's sped up, and it was just only happening sometimes for a second. And I thought that I was going crazy. I honestly thought that I was staring too long at my monitor and that it's just enough and that I should go to bed. I thought that I'm starting to see things, but this was apparently also this bug. So sometimes the floor is completely disappearing and you cannot place anything. Sometimes you cannot place something even though the floor is visible, and sometimes you just have what I encountered, I guess, where the floor is kind of flickering and sometimes it's invisible, and then when you change the angle of the camera it's visible again. I don't know, it's super trippy, but just so you guys know, in case it's happening to you, just get rid of the glass floor. But it's so beautiful. I love it so much. I mean, we've been waiting for this floor since forever. We've all been using the get together dance floor, and finally we have a glass floor. I just wish that these would come in different sizes and that it would be possible to size them up at least, but this is not possible. When you want to size them up, the frame's getting bigger but not the glass section, kind of what happens when you want to size up a window or a mirror, so this is not possible. And this is the interior. I was going for a super kind of modern yet beach themed interior, so I used a lot of kind of cool tone colors. I used this very white kitchen. These are the brand new counters. As I said in my last speed build, the island counters and the cabinets are not included yet, but we are going to receive them at some point apparently. So this is just a fake island counter, and I just placed a table right behind it to kind of connect it. So this is kind of a fake island counter. I still wanted to build it this way because I think it looks super fun, and I just placed a sink there. And at this point I felt like it's like kind of too cool toned on the inside, so I changed the wall color. I wasn't really happy with all the colors, so I'm changing right a bit of things until I'm really happy, but eventually I think it turned out super cool. It looks very modern and very sophisticated, but it still kind of has that very beautiful dreamy beach theme to it. And now it's finally time for the announcement of the giveaway. I already teased it in a couple of videos. At first I hit 20k and I said thank you so much, and I said that I would announce the giveaway soon, and then everything kind of happened so fast, and now we are at over 25k. It's super crazy, so I want to make a giveaway to say thank you to you guys. I'm just so happy. I love every one of you, no matter if you have been here from the start or if you are only a recent subscriber or a viewer. I'm just so grateful and I love you guys so much. So I want to make a little giveaway just to give you guys something back and to say thank you so much. And to enter, you just have to write join in the comments. You don't have to subscribe or anything. You don't have to follow me anything. When I'm making a giveaway, I just want to give something back to you guys and want to say thank you for your support. So you don't have to do that. Of course, I always appreciate that so much, but you don't have to. You just have to type join down in the comments below. But I'm also going to write all of that in the description box. So the winner is going to receive the brand new Sims 4 Island Living. So there is going to be one winner, and one person is going to receive one key for the Sims 4 Island Living for PC. The giveaway is starting today on June 22, and your last chance to enter is Saturday, June 29, and after that I'm going to announce the winner in a video. So you have about 1 week to enter this giveaway. Good luck to everyone, and once again thank you so much for all of your support. And I'm going to use commonpicker.com to find a random winner. That's how I always do that, so it's completely random. I'm not just picking someone, so it's a random system. So good luck. But back to the build. As you see, I'm working on the interior still. This is just one big open huge room. I just included one additional room at the bottom, and this is the bathroom. And the whole other area is just one huge open living space, the kitchen, the dining room. And I really didn't make it super family friendly. It looks like a super modern, sophisticated room where you want to entertain guests and you just want to live your best life with a huge kind of bar inside your living room and all that, and the piano. It's just not a traditional family home at all, as I said, and building this was so much fun for a change. It's always good to step out of your comfort zone, and here at this point I'm just adding a bit of clutter, just a couple of different things because I felt like there was something missing, just a couple of lost little details for this floor. And now I'm moving on to the other floor, and this is where the bedrooms are located. Again, super modern yet kind of tropical. I really wanted this to look like a beach home. I don't know if you guys know the TV show Private Practice. It was the Grey's Anatomy spin-off, and these type of houses always kind of remind me of this type of architecture. They had this super amazing beach homes that look kind of modern but also super cozy, and this kind of totally reminds me of that. I love that show so much. I just remembered that. And this is the garden area, I guess you could say. This is just this wonderful dock. I'm adding the cursed glass floor. At this point, I wasn't knowing what I'm doing, but I mean, it's going to be fixed soon. And I didn't really notice any bad issues with this, just the small flickering at some point. There were, I don't know, there's no floor missing or something, so I didn't remove them for the gallery upload. I think it totally depends, because it's not the case for any build, but as I said, if you experience this, just get rid of the floor and everything is going to be fine. So this is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If so, please like and subscribe, and make sure to enter the giveaway. Thank you so much for all of your support once again, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye bye.